What is up, Workbringer here, and today I'm bringing you a Mist of Tirna Scythe plus 14 on Fortified Spite Volcanoes. Volcanic? Pretty easy. So, right out of the gate, we have Bloodlusted. So, that's a thing. It's not like a massive issue on Fortified. You know, you honestly want, of course, Bloodlust for the boss. On a Tyrannical, that would be the key. I'm not even gonna lie, if you lusted out of the gate on a Tyrannical, you are not killing that first boss in a timely fashion, so pretty rip. This is always a surprisingly challenging pack because they kind of, as they die, they do like big damage to people. And then there's a lot of spites. I should have gone Mongo here and tried to help kill these, but I instead decided to heal just to give people some, you know, some comfort there. So I'm going to do my repentance pull here. No one's usually mad at this. If you want to go like full ham, which again, this group I'm pretty sure would have died if I had done it, you can pull that double pack with this pack. And you better have some big burst for something like that. And yeah, I have not done that yet. However, I know how to pull it if I had to. I would do the same thing and just run over there and probably Divine Shield taunt everything together. But I don't ever need to do that, and we have plenty of time here. But maybe on, like, I don't know, 16s, 17s or something like that, you have to do that for time or something like that, because the boss health pool takes so much longer. I'm not really sure. But the name of this video is HPal's Pump, and look who's top of the damage meter. The Holy Paladin, and this is like a consistent theme. Now, they're not necessarily top for the bosses, but they are scary. And this is, of course, a Venthyr Holy Paladin. They drop the, I forget what it's called, the Venthyr red thing on the ground. And it amps their damage, and I'm pretty sure they get, like, unlimited Hammer of Wraths or something like that. Plus Avenging Wrath, and they're pretty spicy. I actually started playing a little bit of Holy Paladin at some, not even keys, just doing heroics. And it's really fun. And if people are pretty geared, like I try to heal myself quite a bit, and basically if you're playing with like a Vengeance Demon Hunter, you put Beacon on them and then you just play the game like you're a melee. It's pretty fun. I just recently was able to like pull it off. Oh, Hunter's getting eaten. But was just recently able to kind of wrap my head around HPal after healing in Battlegrounds as Prot. And it's a lot of fun. I might try to do it. However, I'm not trying to solve the puzzle. And you'll see that this puzzle is a little sketch. Not the smoothest in the world. We're both taking the time to ask the hunter to go open the gates. I know that they want to pump, but just makes things a lot easier. Harvest Essence needs to get kicked. It's a must kick. Another Harvest Essence. And this one I could probably have pulled the other Soul Cleaver, and I don't believe I proc my Cheat Death Trinket the whole time, which is good. It's a good thing, but this pack sometimes does. Okay, the Spite ate the Shaman, ouch. So, I take it back. Look how kind of spicy this was towards the end. Someone died? Did they really die? We have one death from this pack. This pack with that guy is pretty spicy, and with this little timing here, everyone gets to go eat their mushrooms and just run away from their Spite. And I even get to eat my mushroom before the guy gets here. So it's pretty, you know, I think it's pretty okay. And Soul Split, look at this one mob. Took out, you know, 40% of my health. Two of them is like, you know, going to be really bad. Really, really bad. And we get to, so, I don't know. I like separated them. I know if we have like the big combust or something like that, we can burn through it. But I don't know. I don't want this shaman to die, but it looks like we're okay. So jumping in here, I do mark the one. And oh, look at, there's Tar Trap to Flare. I'll try not to move, but if, you know, the burst goes off, I gotta go. Bramble Burst, yeah, I gotta go, sorry. Sorry if that's bad for you. I don't like dying. I do mark one, because I'm looking out for this Holy Paladin who probably doesn't want to have to burn any big AoE spells. I didn't check out their build or the meters after, but after playing Holy Paladin, not having Divine Toll is pretty rough. Divine Toll, when you're a Holy Paladin, makes the most incredible sound, first of all, and heals everyone up like crazy. And then when you heal anyone else, if you're playing Glimmer Light like I play, it just cleaves everyone too. It's incredible. It's burst atonement healing. It's insane. It makes this crazy sound. Actually, we did this perfectly. We only got one of them to 50 and killed the other, and now this one will start thrashing. It's when they both start thrashing at a 14 fortified, people can start dying. Or it requires big cooldowns. And we have a pride after this, so I'm trying to look out for the healer here, because I'm trying to time. I've had many finished 14s here, like 6 this week or something like that, but I haven't timed any, which has been sad, and it's really up to the DPS. I do almost nothing here. There's a couple plays as far as like, okay, getting hit by that, but there's a couple plays that are important when you're in the maze and you're getting kind of like a funny timing with Pride. But in general, it's up to the DPS and then also the healer or the group in general who wants to solve the puzzle, because I generally am pretty bad at it. And so maybe that's my deficiency as a tank. Let me know in the comments if you're a tank and you're solving the puzzle, because I am not. I actually was playing as a Ret Paladin, and I actually find it really kind of, I used to do this actually. I think it's kind of weird when the tank goes and flies over to the clone in Mistcaller. I think it's really weird actually. I think I'd much prefer the tank just keep the boss in the center like I relatively do, while everyone else moves. It gets kind of sketchy with dodgeball. And also the cloned fox. You just really want to stay away from the fox. So we don't have lust here. So we are not going to face this. And again, look who's top of the damage meters. What? Look at this Holy Paladin's damage. What is going on? Honestly, what is going on? Imagine if we had lust and that. What did they get? Like, I've heard numbers. I've heard numbers from Holy Paladins of 60k openers. I've heard it. I mean, look at this. This was without Lust. That was just regular Pride. So just imagine it with Lust and Pride, that Paladin's DPS. I mean, it's still up there, and their healing's also bananas. If this scaling continues, my damage is going to be insane, and healing is going to be insane. And so are Holy Paladins. Like, it's again part of the reason I actually decided to roll prop Paladin. I was like, I kind of want to play Holy eventually. Like, I have 20 haste now with this trinket and pretty good gear. I just need to learn how to do it, and like Holy Paladins pump. Now, to pump like that, you need to be Venthyr, and you give up Divine Toll, so I'm not so sure. But I'm going to mark just to remind the hunter. I mean, they know probably. Yeah, they're going, but still. I do mark Mistcaller so we can tell that it's left. And I just, gentle reminder to do the acorn. Because it's a hunter, maybe they just start tunneling and they're like, gonna go do, just do their big damage, whatnot. Oh, they're Beastmaster. I didn't even notice that. No, Beastmaster is like a snore. Like, they can handle it. It's marksman. Mark's got to sit there and do aim shot, get a, pop true shot. I think I play a little bit of Mark. So you have to sit there and hard cast for the most part. BM, there's no hard casting ever. So, yeah, he's got plenty of time. There goes the, Tire Trap to Flare, doesn't even make it. Or maybe it's doing damage. I don't know how Beast Mastery works. But we're about to get into this. So the maze is pretty straightforward. However, the damage is surprisingly high for Fortified. You wouldn't think, like, depending on, I don't know, depending how many times you've done, like, I don't know if this is a mid key. I'm going to honestly call 14, 15 high keys for me because I'm not sure how much further I really even care to go. I pretty much set a goal for myself to 15 everything, get the mount, and be like, do PvP. I've already done the raid. I'm not going to do Mythic, not very much anyway. I mean, and then I'll do PvP. And then I'll play Holy Paladin or something like that. But anyway, 14, 15, depending how much you've done, these mobs can truck. They really can. So it's in the spear attack, if you're a tank and you're pretty platey like me and big health pool, flasking for stam, mushroom for stam, we can eat a lot of those spears in the face. However, that rogue who's in melee, or any clothy who gets that spear, it's like a 2-shot. If you sit in there like 1, 2 of those spears for anyone else other than the tank, you're gonna die. You're gonna Omega die. Man, look at the Holy Paladin's transmog. That's the no transmog. That's what I used to look like back in the day. That's just, and I don't think that's a transmog. It looks exactly like me. It's a Draenei plus just couldn't be cared to transmog, just here to do Mongo big damage. On bosses primarily in big trash packs. Pretty insane. I feel like I can do big damage, but I cannot do Venthyr Holy Paladin damage, and that is an odd thing. You know, watching the MDI that's going on as I'm recording this, which you'll see this like way later, probably, just by the nature of how I record videos and release them. But the MDI day 1 was today, and the meta for all the teams is Disc Priest, I guess, because of Spirit Shell and Power Word Barrier. And it's all Priest, which I had no idea. For me, I'm like, I need a Resto Shaman in here, and if it's an HPAL, you know, they have the damage to just neutralize the boss before it's an issue. I just don't want that person to like die. So I'm just running up there, even burning my Divine Steed. I just don't want anyone to die here. We don't have any puzzle wizards today. I think it's the shaman that's doing it. I'm not really sure. I just know, and you've seen my other videos, I just sit here. This is not a game I play, and it's the one that keeps me away from being a Holy Paladin for this place. But with Mythic Plus, luckily, you can select which one you're going to do. So there it goes. Holy Paladin Venthyr, top of the charts again. Me fighting the healer to get top damage, and they are outshining me. Yeah. Though I have to kind of leave for this thing. I keep getting smacked here. But I wish I looked at how they're doing their healing, because I don't know if they're Glimmer, or if they're using that that other fifth row talent, last row talent. So I'm just pulling the shade. I'm pulling this Pride away from Spites, just so that they can just die on the way out. Right. One was coming after the Holy Paladin, I think there. So that's pretty much it. Just, you know, sizing. Like I spam the macro like kill evenly, and we try to bolster kill everything together. And I will mark the highest health pool 1 just so that we can cleave off of it, so they relatively die together. This group actually follows it completely. Pretty cool. Yeah, we just get it. I do a fair amount of off healing in this one. Again, I'm just helping the Holy Paladin top people off because, you know, we don't want to waste their mana, though he's full mana. Never mind. You know, it's tough for the Holy Paladin, I think, to solve the puzzle and keep everyone topped. So we're going with a little bit of pride here. I'm going full damage, and again, oh no, I'm winning. Okay, so I'm popping everything here. I'm not even conduited for damage, but like I can bring some decent damage right here with pride, right? So 5, like around 5.5, something like that in there. If I conduit for damage eventually, like maybe when I'm like more confident in 15s and like actually 220 geared and 225 geared, then I'll just conduit for damage, and I'll just crush 15s every week. That's pretty much what I'll do. And to be honest, for the vault, you don't really ever need to push past 14s, right? If you want 226 gear in your vault, you do 10 14s, which I'm probably gonna come close to doing 10 this week, just because like that's my progression. But once you over gear it, you know, you're only pushing 15s and higher for fun, really. It's just for the challenge and the IO. Other than that, I'm already doing 14s, and I'm not going to ever get any better gear from it. I'd have to go to Mythic rating to get better gear. So just do 10 14s. But anyway, I've still conduited for defense. I'm using, what's it, Word of, shielding words for, like, you know, my Word of Glories to give me a shield. And get Ardent Defender back quicker. Oh no, I get Guardian of the Ancient Kings back faster, and it gives me a free Word of Glory, which I use all the time. I'm using it right now, actually, and I'm going to pass on that Word of Glory to my healer here. So you'll see that with that cooldown, I go full defensive. I'm able to be topped off, and then I topped off the healer too, right? And so that they can do Holy Paladin damage. Though right now he's chilling. He's chilling on the damage, but still quite high, honestly, like compared to like a Holy Priest or something like that. But that I'm a healing paladin. That's just what it is, you know. Other classes like DH and Monk bring utility and mobility. I bring healing. You're not going to see a Demon Hunter heal anyone but themselves. I can heal the party. I can help them out. So in that way, HPAL and PropPal go together pretty well. I mean, like, because like they might need some help at a certain point once they've blown into cooldowns to help top people off, and I got it. I'll Ardens, and then I'll use my free Word of Glory plus my Conduit, or I can bubble, which I think this is feeling like a bubble moment. There it is. Yeah, it felt like it. This is a lot of mobs, and you'd be surprised perhaps, but at a 14 these would just kill people. And so I'm just trying to again stabilize, right? I am immune. The Holy Paladin definitely sees that I'm Divine Shielded. Nice clean taunt. I don't think I could be knocked back either or something like that, but that gives everyone, you know, about 8 seconds of calm. And in that time, I have marked the big one. We're bolster culling these, and this will bring pride. So I just wanted to have a nice, stable platform as much as possible. It's still a little sketchy here with a lot of spites. I'm going to pull him out as far as I can. Am I going to eat that? I think we lose someone here. I forget. Yeah, the rogue. A couple people are quite low. That looked like a lay on hands for the rogue, and just a lot of spites, so it's tough. But I knew that this was going to be a tough one. Looks like the Holy Paladin's going for an offensive here. Unless they use that for healing. Usually that's just for an offensive. I'm not sure. But I knew that that was going to be a spicy one. That was like 7 mobs into pride. So yeah, I divine shielded before it to stabilize everyone. Everyone at one point was full health. So pretty good. The hunter is going to decide to run back. I do have battle res. And I was going to say that I was going to battle res him. But I'm actually extremely glad. You'll see soon why. That he did not stay dead and get battle res. Though we could have honestly just like done a normal res, but I'm really glad that I did not battle res him. So I am full level in engineering. I don't use the invis belt or anything like that. I pretty much only do it for this battle res. Because I know for high key pushing, basically everyone should have one of these. And I think everyone can use the battle res. I believe that's how it works. I haven't run a group organized enough to have it yet, but in this group, no battle res other than the shaman can onk themselves. I don't know if all shamans can do that or if it's just resto. But anyway, quite a confident start. However, tragedy strikes. So I'm trying to position myself so that I can help with the puzzle. I hodge the fox and someone immediately dies to dodgeball. The hunter. You're a BM hunter. You're nothing but mobile. How do you die? Anyway, this fight is lost and this key is lost if we wipe here. There's no recovering this, and I want this 14. So you'll see I am desperately looking for the hunter's body, and I spot it. And the fox is over there, so I click him. I have to go back patty cake, and I go for this res. I'm going to get dodgeballed and foxed. Ouch. Ouch. So I'm trying to furiously hit lay on hands after this, and it's like not working. I don't know what's going on. However, we get the hunter up. And all is fine. Now, if I had Divine Shield there and didn't have to waste it on trash, we would have been okay, but we didn't. Now, the shaman should be hexing this fox. Maybe they did and we're like AoEing it down. But there it is. Today, it's not the cheat that... I didn't even proc the cheat death trinket, right? Oh, OP. I don't think I proc it the whole time. I do have the cheat death trinket from the video I made earlier on this. And yeah, engineering battle res, saving a run. Honestly, that was it. Like if we didn't have that hunter, we wouldn't have had the damage for this. Though honestly, this elemental shaman's doing crazy big damage here. So pretty sketch. Even though miss is like the easiest one, I mean, look what happens, right? This is like I'm again probably the lowest IO here. Like they like begrudgingly allowed me to come into this group. However, I crushed this dungeon, I must say. And I engineering battle res people, okay? What? Who else has got the engineering battle res here? Nobody, I don't think, anyway. So there it is, engineering battle res, and pretty sketch. Almost died to do it. However, I didn't proc the cheat death, so I actually even had another chance at it. So I'm looking at this puzzle, I'm so bad at the puzzle. I get it like, you know, I'm like, where's the fox? Okay. Is patty cake coming? And just with that, I cannot do the puzzle. Luckily, they are now. And I'm just sitting right here. So we're not contributing damage, which we probably should be. But, I mean, 3 DPS should be able to do it. I don't know what's up with this hunter. Is there a pet dead or something? What's with the DPS from the hunter, man? Rip. Not very good. I'm pretty sure... I mean, the IO must be fine, but I'm pretty sure when they accepted this hunter, they thought that they were marks, right? Marks probably, I mean, it just is what it is. A same geared marksman hunter that knows what they're doing probably would have had, you know, 30% more damage. Just generally, I don't know. I like running with BM hunters. They're mobile. They shouldn't ever die. They should just do all the mechanics, and they're our night phase, so we really need it. I don't know what happens to the hunter here. They obviously need to click the acorn, and I'm really close to going in on these, but the rogue asks to skip them, which is interesting. We are definitely wasting time here. And I don't know, the hunter is like clicking the thing or they're lagging. I think they're lagging out because watch this, they kind of like jump forward. I'm pretty sure they were bugging out right there. So we're going to shroud this. And I don't know how far he intends to shroud. Like, I've never, that's interesting. This is his key. The rogue's key, I believe, yeah. And I'm like, well, how far are we shrouding? Like, you just want to shroud that? Like, what is... I think they're waiting for the Holy Paladin. This is, like, the most awkward shroud. There he is. I'm like, how much did you want to shroud? Because we need all this trash. So, I honestly don't know about that. It did actually work out because we get pretty much, like, perfect count at the end. So, I guess that did work. I take it back. But I don't know how he would have known that. Yeah. I really don't know. Actually, I take it back. If I think looking back at the count now, which you can kind of see, I mean, I could go figure this out in MDT. I'm not going to. If we had just killed that trash instead of waiting there for like 8 seconds, we may not have had to kill the second trash pack at the end. I don't know. I don't know what savings we really got. I guess it's because it's a 3-pack. It's kind of like inefficient. So, okay. Fair enough. Again, a Holy Paladin contributing more damage than the Hunter. BM Hunters, you're making me sad right now. Mark's Hunters got those big. Look at this pull. Ugh. Finally get the shield. Mark's Hunters bring big AoE DPS. Okay, there's a bunch. There goes some DPS from the Hunter. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they were waiting. Okay, so they're top now. I don't know what's going on. I forget what the BM Hunter cooldown is. Like something with the beast. I don't know. Never mind, I take it back. There's some big damage. Okay, so we need to melt, and this is typically where I think in the meta of other tanks, not that it matters because I'm not re-rolling and I'm gonna plus 15 everything as prop pal. There's gonna be no issue with it. I can do 15s now. I just need to get the IO up so the groups will let me in. I just don't like pushing my own keys. I'm too I don't know, I'm too lazy. I can get into queues pretty quick, so it's just never worth me waiting like the 20 minutes to find a healer or something like that. But Prop Paladin does bring a lot of DPS, I will say, and especially as I've legendaried and semi-conduited, not all, not full DPS, but I have some DPS conduits in there, and helps with trash. Helps with trash that like every once in a while I can pop off and do big AoE damage just to get things going, and then so can the Holy Paladin. So again, if this was a consistent comp, I don't know about this comp, to be absolutely honest. It's kind of weird, kind of a weird comp overall. It is successful in this place handling Spite, so that means that the CC was like somewhat adequate. I didn't see any binding shots go down. I don't think I saw any binding shots on a Spiteful Weak Rip. But basically, should we go... So there's a taunt pet, so very cool. I think that's the Elemental. I'm not sure why they decided to taunt pet this. You know what would have been like OP is if we double... If we went voice comms, I'd be like, we have Pride. Let's double pull these 2 packs together and then you taunt. But, they didn't say that. There would have been a lot of Prides after. And again, no binding shots, no anything like that. So this is kind of a waste of Pride, but we still have half of Pride. We still get Pride for these packs, but like we definitely could have double pulled if we had that LA. And if everyone bursted together. Like if I Avenging Wrath and the Paladin Avenging Wrath, it's like we would just uber melt this. But overall, we're having pretty high DPS. The lowest is the Ellie Shaman. Is the Ellie Shaman waiting for the boss or something? How come both Paladins are above the Elemental Shaman? What is going on? I haven't been watching their damage throughout the fights, but interesting. I will say the standout DPS was of course the Holy Paladin on the first boss. Oh my goodness, full Mongo. I haven't seen that, but I keep hearing rumors of these like insane openers where it's like Pride, Lust, Venthyr. Is the rogue gonna die? Pride, Lust, Venthyr, and Avenging Wrath, and probably Seraphim, to be honest, is what I would guess. Like this Holy Paladin like talents for like offensive spells. It does end up pooling, especially for me as the beacon target, into some DPS, but that's pretty funny to see the healer top the charts. So I'll take it, And there's me sitting at the top. I must have Avenging Wrath, so I'm doing my big damage to this pack just to melt it down. It's probably actually better if we rotate cooldowns like we have been. Like Hunter was the top for a little bit, and then I was the top, and then, so it's probably actually efficient that way, as long as we melt the little packs after it, right? Not a big deal. And so this is perfect count, actually, to go... I just hodged this one. I gotta go find the next group. It's it's pretty much perfect count to get this, right? We don't have to pick up another pack after this is like kind of tragic time-wise, but it's fine. I'm looking at the timer. It's 5 minutes. We don't now. If it was like 3 minutes, I would have had to like big brain double pull. I'd have to pull these together and attempt them to, you know, crush them together. But if you look at like kind of how the health pools are bouncing, I think people would have died. I'm not sure a double pull would have worked here with a rogue, and possibly with the H-Pal. I don't know. It would need to be very coordinated, and even with Lost, I think that it would be a little bit sketchy to double pull. But we have plenty of time. So I actually didn't get to watch it when I was playing. I was full tunnel, right? We're about to get Pride. I'm about to get IO for my 14 miss, which I really want, of course. And so as soon as these go down and we get Pride, I just tunnel the boss. I don't even look at the DPS meters, so I get to look at it for the first time now. Lots of spites, so I pull Pride like over here, right? Just get away. Everybody run away. Run away from the spites. And yeah, they die and despawn, so, you know, that's all I can do as the tank. I can't really like go offensive on them. I need to just get Pride into a place that's kind of safe for everyone. And you'll see that I'm just eking closer and closer as much as I can to get Pride. Just a little bit closer, which kind of really F's the Holy Paladin, I know, because they need to very likely Crusader Strike to get their damage out, or to get their spenders out. I'm considering just dropping full heals here on someone, but we're going to get it just in time. There it goes. Divine Steed is up. And let's watch the DPS here. So I'm going in. Does that say 30k for a second? So I'm at the top for a second. So this is Pride and Lost. So this is full Unleashed. I don't know if the Holy Paladin's given them the business yet. I think they probably don't have their Venthyr ability yet. So top is Elemental. Okay, take it. Nice. Oh, and now the Holy Paladin is getting up there. So it's the Elemental Shaman and the Holy Paladin holding top DPS. The healer is second DPS. Like well above, pretty much toe to toe with the Hunter, who eventually pulls ahead. Because they're, you know, ranged, there's that. But they're also pure DPS, and like the cooldowns are running off now. But quite ahead of the Rogue. My goodness. Holy Paladin. Holy Paladin damage. You can heal or you can just kill the boss extra fast, and that was a fast kill. Look, it makes my DPS look like absolute garbage, which it is. It was pretty bad, but man, Holy Paladins can pump. And so that, I guess, Elemental Shaman, there was like one pack that he melted, and he also brings the Earth Elemental, which I'll take the Tom Pet. And I guess Elemental Shamans have pretty good single target. I really don't know much about them, so I kind of think of them like Shadow Priest or something like that. Compared to like a Fire Mage or something, has like constant single target, constant AoE. So pretty good. This is my first timed Mist 14. I think I've done like 6 14s, and the DPS just wasn't as good as it was in this group. And we didn't time it. We just didn't kill things as quickly. Engineering Battle Res for the win. And when I switch to Holy Paladin for a little bit, looks like I'm going to pump. See you on the next one.